Hi everyone. So I'm Joy. For those of you who don't know or know just a little bit about it, I'm Trejo's girl. He's the one that got me started doing all this mukbang stuff. Well, I don't know about getting started, but I know I've been in a couple videos with him. Um, and he was like, "Why don't you try doing a video on your own channel?" I don't know what he meant by that. Maybe he was just being, nah, I'm kidding. He's not being mean at all. I have been looking for content to put on my channel. Still just kind of trying to feel out my niche. So, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot for this and do this and, get my grub on in front of you guys doing something that he would do. So, what I have here in front of me is a Chipotle bowl. It is Tuesday. It is National Day of the Teacher, so I'll get into that for a little bit later, but I was able to get my bowl for free. So there is mine. It's a double steak bowl. I got, now typically I'm keto, so I don't usually do it, but for today, I am celebrating, and not to mention, I've been loading up on sweets and carbs, and so this is definitely a day off from my usual keto. There's beans, there's rice in there. It's gonna be delicious, and of course, I got me one of these mango micheladas. It has that nice salty sweet thing going, so away we go. When we were talking about what we were gonna eat for dinner, he had mentioned that he was gonna do his own video tonight. So, but then that's when he made the suggestion that I should do mine. Here I am. Now, you would think, so why Chipotle? Why choose just to do your very first mukbang video on your solo mukbang video? Well, reasons are pretty simple, guys. What I do for work is I teach, and it just so happens to be Teacher Appreciation Week. And so there are discounts galore being given out. Now, one of them is buying Chipotle, any item at Chipotle, buy one, get one free. So me and my daughter decided to hit this place up and go get my free meal for National Day of the Teacher. Definitely worth it. I mean, I have to say, Chipotle, if you're from a town like Stockton, very high Latinx population out here. You come across some pretty authentic, pretty tasty, some damn good food. And so, not to say that Chipotle's food isn't good, because it certainly does hit the spot when you're hungry, because there's a lot of it. I've been pretty spoiled when it comes to the whole authentic Mexican food flavor. And so, yes, there are plenty of places to choose from here in Stockton, but they're also not offering deals for Teacher Appreciation Day. So, if my favorite one decides they want to start doing that, me and my teacher friends would totally appreciate that. So, cheers to all of us teachers. Oh, am I blocking my face? I'm sure Trejo would come in here and just have a heart attack seeing me, blocking my face like that. But also with that, definitely to us teachers, this is definitely cheers to you, to us. We're almost there at the end of yet another amazing year with our babies, and I know we're tired. Some of us are just about burnt out, but you know what? Well, we just got to keep getting in there and fighting a good fight. When I have hard days, and teachers, we have them. You just go in there and you just remember who you do it for. Whether it's one kid, your entire class, or in my case, I think if I had to count, it would be approximately 750 of my kids. I do it for every single one of them. And so it's not easy work. There are days where I come home tired and ready to go to bed by about 6 p.m. And wake again and do it, get there in my regular time and do it all over again. But no, each day is never, ever, ever the same. Again, cheers. Anyway, I came on here originally thinking that, we're going to talk about Teacher Appreciation Day and, why you should appreciate teachers. I'm not saying, I know there's a lot of, people that don't want to beat their chest about, the things they do in this life, but, and I'm not saying, oh, you should appreciate all teachers. What I'm saying is that, I think everything that you could possibly say about one, I mean, it's probably true for one. We are a diverse bunch. But I feel like me and my, at least the two teams that I am fortunate enough to work with, I feel like we all do it for the right reason. And I really don't feel like we have, sometimes I think some of you parents have come across this for yourself, have heard about, teachers who are in it for the wrong reasons. And I am sure there are, unfortunately. I fail to see how that's even possible, to be completely honest with you, now that I've been doing this. And I can always go back to it because this is not, teaching has not been my first career. I'm actually in my second career right now, and I changed after 20 years of doing other things. I can honestly say that teaching is different from anything I've ever done before. It's hard. Everything that you heard about teachers being underpaid, whether you think they're underpaid or overpaid, it just, the work we do is pretty, sometimes we're up, at midnight doing our work. Sometimes we're up at 5 o'clock sending emails already. I think that, a lot of people see the summer breaks and winter breaks, and you're like, oh, well, you have a fabulous schedule. You have your weekends off, and you have summers off, and breaks off, and I don't think it's quite that simple. And take it from me, I actually, grew up, my mom was a teacher too. So I come from this family of educators. Well, my family out there in the Philippines, and I hope you guys are watching, all my family out in the Philippines, they are all educators too. They're all educators and nurses. Yeah, go figure, right? I know, trust me. And one of my career choices when I was younger was to become a nurse, but that's not for me. That was for my sister. So consider me the black sheep of the 3 sisters being a teacher, and the other 2 are nurses and very successful ones at that. But teaching was definitely a second choice for me. As far as my career choices were concerned, I started out doing anything and everything corporate. So did the whole administrative assistant thing, sales support, and then I did real estate. And I did real estate for on and off for quite a few years. It was always one of those things that I really enjoyed, but oh man, if you don't have a whole lot of money to start off with, it's really hard to sustain yourself in that business. And I think, now that I'm older, that I actually have a primary source of income, it's maybe something that I'm thinking about getting going again. We'll just have to see. But that's fun, rewarding work as well. Lots of control over your own decision making. Maybe a little bit too much if you're undisciplined, and which once upon a time in my life I was. I bet you that's him saying, "What are you doing?" Let me know when you're done recording. Don't want to interrupt the show, but just come on in. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I can handle it if you walk in. Anyway. Where was I? See, I'm lost. Teacher Appreciation Week comes at a pretty trying time for all of us. A lot of us are feeling it. You know, you walk around the campuses. I joked about it a little bit earlier, but it really is true. You do walk around, and there is definitely that readiness to just kind of take a break, take a breather from what we do. Spend time with our families. I have to worry about planning, making charts, tweaking lesson plans. There's no worries about that. We get to go hang out with our families, which is really, really nice. I feel like I should be showing you more of this food. I feel like Treo does this a lot when he's doing his videos. I feel like I should be doing it too. Did I do it right? You guys gotta tell me in the comments. Am I doing okay? I don't know. We're all feeling it. We're ready for summer to be here. We feel like the kids are ready for the summer to be here, especially my older babies. My older babies are all 10 and 11-year-old prepubescent children, and that makes for interesting times, especially when it's spring. And they all start finding each other cute and pretty and all that stuff. And all the emotions that I see. My day gets quite interesting sometimes. And so, I think a lot of us wouldn't mind if summer began within the next few weeks, and it will. Just gotta make it to the beginning of June, and then we will enjoy a little bit of a breather as far as work is concerned. Oh, come here, say hi. You're already here.
What's up?
That's a familiar face, right? Well, guys, because I don't eat like this all the time, I'm starting to get kind of full. It feels like I haven't really made a dent in this at all, and I really haven't, but like with everything that I've eaten today, my eating's all off with the sweets and all that kind of stuff that I don't typically eat all the time. And now my stomach is not, well, it's not fighting against me. I think my stomach is very happy to be eating the things it is because it is tasty, but I'm getting pretty full already, so maybe it's nerves of doing my first video with you guys, making sure that I'm on point. So with that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm definitely gonna finish the rest of this, and I'm going to eat the rest of that later because keto, and I'm eating carbs, and my body's like, what is going on? So I'm gonna go help her figure it out, and I will see you guys later. Cheers, teachers. Hang in there. We're almost done.